Nolan King here for MMA Junkie in New York City alongside Charlie the Cannibal Campbell, who, coming off your big UFC debut, you made quite the statement there. I know we had talked before your UFC career about what you hoped to do when you got there, but you couldn't ask for a better start than that, really, man. Could you?
Yeah, originally I wanted to be the most successful fighter to win on the Contender Series and get the contract that way. Now I want to be the most successful guy to go on the Contender Series and lose and then still make a comeback and ultimately climb.
And what kind of learning experience was that for you to kind of get in there, maybe shake out any jitters, get used to the workflow of going through a big time fight week under the bright lights? Was there any sort of thing you think you could take with you that maybe next time you'll be even more mentally acquainted to what's going on?
Going to Vegas was different, getting that beginning of the weight cut process started and then simultaneously having to travel out west from New York. That was new to me, but that was about it. The process mentally of getting in and getting ready to fight somebody on live TV is kind of desensitized. It's been, but what took place in the fight, the skills that I had to acquire and look back and learn from, that's really what I had to take from there. But traveling to Vegas was new to me at that time.
I guess what did it feel like when you got in there? You finally you got a big finish like that in front of a whole stadium. You weren't fighting at the Apex, which was nice. You got a crowd pop. What did it feel like? Can you talk us through it?
I feel like I really can't find words that can really do the justice of describing how that felt. But when you deserve something and you're expecting something, why should you be surprised when you earn and achieve it? So I visualized it for so long since I was a kid, and then I finally got that opportunity. I'm in the T-Mobile Arena, first round knockout. I mean, these are things I've been affirming, my whole life, let alone that 8 days on the notice I got to fight Alex Reyes. So when I knocked him out, I was like, yeah, no shit, I knocked him out. I'm not surprised as anybody else. I'm not,
How are you feeling after that? You looking to go? I know there were some rumors online maybe that you were going to be fighting in a couple weeks, and that ultimately doesn't seem like it's happening. But I guess what's the plan? You must be staying ready near the phone, ready for your next call.
Yeah, well, generally, I linger around 173, 174, where maybe the average, let's say, lightweight might get up around 180 or a bit higher in between fights. So, where I feel most comfortable is being at about 173. So I'm within striking range at all times. I don't want to offend him and try to pronounce his name and get it out is all wrong. Is it Jekka?
Jekka Sarig.
Is that how you say it? So yeah, I'm going to pass on trying to say it. You say you got it. But I don't really know what happened. I swear, I don't know. I hope they don't have another side of the story. Whatever happened, happened. But my manager asked me if I was interested. I raised my hand right away. And then I received a contract that said 145 on it. So I was we just kind of notified the UFC's legal department, said, hey, I think there's an error here. And then that's just the dead end we hit. It was oh, well, I guess the guy doesn't want to fight at lightweight. But I think his original fight was at 55. So I just don't understand. Yeah. I wish him the best, and maybe I'll see him in the future. I don't know.
Yeah, I think when he competed in that tournament, he was at lightweight, and I think he was dropping a featherweight. So that might have been where it came some confusion. But you're ready. You obviously are accepting fights like that, so you must be healthy, kind of zoning up maybe early next year. Would you think?
Yeah, so I had some dental work planned. I had to get some wisdom teeth removed, and I was right on the brink. It had that contract been signed, if that error wasn't there, or whatever it was, then I would have canceled and rescheduled to get my wisdom teeth removed. But however, the fight fell through, so I did get my wisdom teeth removed last week. So aside from that, I am healthy, and I'm kind of just looking forward to staying active. Yeah.
How many fights do you want to get in next year?
I'd like to get in 5. I think that'd be pretty doable. Yeah, if I'm healthy, I'm active. That's my thing. I think fighters should fight, and yeah, that's all I really got to say about that.
It's awesome. You got some teammates competing on the card this weekend, right? 3 of them. How excited are you to be able to watch their fights as a fan? And I guess we're feeling like the clean sweep's going to happen.
Yeah, the clean sweep is happening. It's really exciting when you see these guys put in the work day in, day out. They're not just teammates; they're friends. We're family in there, and I've seen the blood, sweat, and tears, man. And those guys deserve nothing but the best, man. They're gonna go and show out.
Yeah, is it watching from the sideline? Does it make you kind of wish you were in there? Madison Square Garden. Sometimes is that on your bucket list for your career?
Yeah, I have no doubt in my mind I'll be doing this for the next 5 to 10 years. So it'll come back around for me. I don't doubt that. Yeah, I wish it could be me in there, but it's okay. You got to just focus on other teammates, and it is what it is. I know they're going to do what they got to do.
Last question. You're a guy that cuts a good promo on the mic. We've seen it at CFFC. Any sort of names out there? Anybody on your radar? Any opponents that you want to fight in your second UFC fight?
Well, I'm going to ask you this. Like, how many lightweights are there on the roster that are unranked or whatever? Like, let's say there's another 15. So how many lightweights are there on the roster?
A lot.
How many? I have no idea.
Dozens.
80? I don't know.
Yeah,
90?
something like that.
Well,
It's going to be one of the biggest divisions.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, like there could be a good chance I get a phone call tomorrow and for 3 weeks. I don't even know who's main event in any of these cards, these fight nights. I don't know what's going on the back end. I don't really even pay much attention to it. My phone rings from my manager. I answer it. There's a lot of lightweights out there. There's probably a lot of guys that aren't booked. Let's just make it happen, man. I think for me, I'm not afraid to go in there. I've lost twice in my pro career. I have nothing to lose. I'm out there to try to either succeed or identify a way that doesn't work. I'm going to go out there. I want to stay active. Everyone else should feel the same way. They shouldn't be afraid to lose. I certainly am not. I'm going out there. I'm looking to do every bit of damage I can to somebody. And if it doesn't work out, I know I'm trying my best, and it should be more than enough. I know I'm going to get better with each fight. I can finish anybody, and I'll do that to whoever I'm fighting next.
Appreciate the time, man.
Thank you.